Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the third cohort Transformational Leadership Program Kickoff event. My name is Ülberina Morina Mara, and I'm Deputy Chief of Party and Training Coordinator for this project. On behalf of this project, it is a pleasure to welcome you all to this event. Transformational Leadership Program Immersion Courses is a 5-year program designed to enhance existing human capital and talent, and offers classes in critical thinking, problem-solving skills, research skills, English and other college prep skills to assist Kosovars who may not have had access to strong undergraduate programs. These immersion activities ensure that students from all segments of the society have the opportunity to meet their full potential so they can later participate fully in higher educational opportunities. The first cohort of TLP was launched in June 2014 with 258 students. The second cohort was started in March 2015 with 350 admitted into the whole program. And the third cohort will start in December 2015 with 190 students. This is all for me. I would like to invite Mr. Visaya Sici, the Chief of Party of TLP Immersion Courses, to share his welcoming and opening remarks. Visaya.
Thank you, Ülberina. Dear USAID Economic Growth Director, Daniel, dear A.U.K Vice President for Academic Affairs, Konstantino, dear professors and potential students, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor for me to welcome you in the Transformational Leadership Program Immersion Courses Kickoff event for Cohort 3. Immersion and Public Service Courses is a cooperative agreement between USAID Kosovo and A.U.K and form an important component of the Transformational Leadership Program. TLP is a USAID and Kosovo government initiative to develop a cadre of leaders that will drive significant change in Kosovo, prioritizing economic, political, and social development areas. Now, education's unique power to act as a catalyst for wider development goals can only be fully realized, however, if it is equitable. That means that making special efforts to ensure that all people, regardless of their family income, where they live, their gender, their ethnicity, their sexual orientation, whether they are disabled, can benefit equally from its transformative power. And transformation through education is an incremental process. And because many otherwise promising Kosovar students find it difficult to secure acceptance to, and most importantly, to graduate from an American degree or certificate program due to lack of adequate academic preparation, our program focuses on providing potential students with the skills that allow them to compete with students from around the world for an opportunity to gain an American education. Cutting through the application process also requires assistance in preparation for entrance examinations. A.U.K's experience and market analysis reveals a need to provide concentrated, targeted, and specific preparation for Kosovar students seeking to apply to, matriculate at, and graduate from an American university degree program. Our experience has shown that apart from the culture shock, the transition for Kosovar students from a local educational system to the American university system is not easy. They struggle with lack of skills in critical areas, including mathematics, reading for content, academic paper and essay writing skills, critical thinking, and the appropriate use of the English language. The immersion courses offer the following. The immersion offers the following courses to address these challenges: the remedial courses in English and math, the discovery courses, which include general study skills, critical thinking, presentation, and cultural awareness and diversity, as well as the examination preparatory courses for TOEFL, GRE, and GMAT. The immersion courses are designed to meet the general academic need of prospective university undergraduate and graduate students. It will raise their English language proficiency levels, strengthen essential mathematical competencies, and offer appropriate academic preparation skills necessary to graduate from an American degree program. The TLP immersion courses will also provide instructions for the entrance examination. By the end of the program, we will be training around 1,150 participants. During this call, as Verena mentioned, we will be admitting around 200 students. Eligible applicants are all Kosovo citizens, but priority for admission is usually given to university students in their last year of studies towards their undergraduate degree, or those who have already finished their undergraduate studies, as well as high school students in their last year of high school and those who already finished the high school. Now, A.U.K takes pride in building an education environment based on the foundation of non-discrimination. Our policies are designed to reinforce this foundation by protecting individuals against discrimination and harassment based on social demographic characteristics, including age, ethnicity, color, creed, culture, disabilities, gender, marital status, national origin, political affiliation or preference, race, or sexual orientation. Therefore, potential candidates coming from disadvantaged or marginalized groups such as women, minorities, people with disabilities, people coming from rural areas, LGBTI community are all strongly encouraged to apply. The immersion courses in this cohort as well will be delivered in all 7 regions of Kosovo, including Pristina, Prizren, Mitrovica, Peja, Gjilan, Jakova, and Ferizaj. We work closely with all other public and private universities and colleges across Kosovo to deliver this training in facilities that meet qualitative infrastructure requirements and that ensure easy access to people with disabilities. We work closely with other components of USAID Transformational program, namely scholarship and partnership component, to align our schedules of student preparation so they can apply for the certificate program as well. And some of you that might feel ready to apply on the certificate program, the call is also open for the scholarship and certificate program. I urge all of you to look at our website for more detailed information about the program. You can take one of the brochures that are near your chair or displayed in the tables outside, to join our social media pages, and most importantly, to share this information with your fellow students, friends, and family. Please feel free to ask me or Verena for any information about the application process, now or even during the cocktail session. Thank you.
Thank you, Visad. I now welcome Mr. Daniel Thompson, A.U.K's and RIT's Academic Affairs Vice President.
Thank you all. Dr. Thompson sends his regrets as he's not in the country at the moment. He'll be back on Sunday. I'll be brief in my comments. I want to thank the academic staff and Visar and his staff for working together to build this program over the course of some years. I'd also like to thank the number of instructors from all over Kosovo who have participated in this program, including some of our academic staff. If there are any of you here today in this group, can you please just raise your hand? There's quite a few of you. Please have a round of applause for these folks as they really work hard for our programs and have achieved great results so far. The mission of A.U.K is to deliver a high-quality American education to outstanding students from Kosovo and around the world, from diverse backgrounds and nationalities, that will prepare them to be ethical, practical, and socially engaged leaders of their communities. We're dedicated to that and continue to be. We consider those of you who go through this program successfully partners in that, and we want you to be in touch with us through time and over time as we develop together. A.U.K was founded under the proposition of supporting the economic, social, and political transformation of Kosovo through means of providing American education in Kosovo. The goals of transformative leadership programs map and mirror so well with our mission that providing immersion courses is a natural fit for A.U.K. We are delighted to work together with USAID and other TLB stakeholders, and we are fully committed to continue this program in the years to come. Thank you all for being here today, and thank you also to USAID for their continual partnership.
Thank you, Daniel. I would like to welcome Mr. Scott Cameron, Economic Growth Office Director from USAID Kosovo, to deliver his presentation. The floor is yours.
Hello everyone, thank you for having me here today. It's a pleasure to open up this event. Visar and Daniel did a good job outlining the different components of the program, as well as our partnerships with A.U.K. and of course the government of Kosovo in order to launch the Transformational Leadership Program. One thing I wanted to mention is, as the U.S. government, one of our main goals here is to support Kosovo in its long-term sustainable economic development. And a key component of that is, of course, the human capital, the young professionals who are integral to working in the economy, in the private sector, in the public sector, in terms of working with government, enacting policies, laws, providing the expertise and skills that the private sector needs to grow. And we see the Transformational Leadership Program as our main vehicle for the U.S. government in order to accomplish this. So what I enjoy about the immersion program in particular is it enables people from any different background to get that little bit of support they need in order to participate in our broader Transformational Leadership Program. To date, I think a good example of this is approximately 30 students from the immersion program have received master's scholarships through our Transformational Leadership Program, and upcoming cohorts of our professional certificate program is also another wonderful opportunity for people from this program to participate in exchange programs in the United States, have that multicultural experience, learn in a top-notch U.S. university, and come back here to Kosovo in order to help be a driver of growth and change in this country. So with that, I think we'll just leave it there, and I really appreciate the opportunity to be here. This program is near and dear to my heart. It was one of the first ones I worked on when I arrived in Kosovo over 2 years ago, and I'm really excited to see the level of interest we have here today, and please, if you have any questions, we're really happy to answer. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Until now, we have trained more than 600 students in all of Kosovo during this time. In order to deliver a nice and comprehensive training program, we have engaged professional trainers to do so. One of them is Mrs. Bjerta Mustafa, our English trainer engaged from the beginning of the project. Ms. Bjerta will like to invite Mrs. Bjerta to share her stories and experiences as an English refresher and TOEFL trainer for this cohort.
Thank you, Medina, and thank you for having me here. Well, I'm going to talk a bit about the program from the perspective or on behalf of other course instructors, but mostly on behalf of the students who have taken our courses and who were kind enough to share their stories with us at different occasions, but also by giving us feedback. I would like to start by telling you how I started my first day with the first group. I told them, I envy you. And they all looked at me like, okay, this is strange. And I said, just wait. And then I told them, I hope you know what a wonderful opportunity you are getting. And I really hope they are going to make them use this time completely, because you are going to benefit from it. And then I went back and told them, you know, we teachers, we like to go back and tell our stories. And I said, I really wished I had a similar opportunity when I was at your age, because if I did, I would probably be more successful than I am now, because I had to learn things in the hard way. And of course, that cannot impress students on the first day, but trust me, by the second week, they started approaching me and saying, teacher, thank you, because now we actually realize what you said at the very beginning, because we are learning so many new things for such a short period of time. The point that I'm trying to make here is that this program offers you an opportunity to grow professionally. It gives you a chance to succeed in the future. And what is more important, it creates change agents out of you. And we all know how important and how desperate Kosovo is now for change agents. Okay, so probably you're saying, so what is that so special that we are doing? Okay, I'll let you know. Well, usually we should start with a course, Remedial English. You know, students come with a belief that, yes, we are going to refresh our English because we are going to practice, you know, grammar in isolation. To their surprise, this is not what is going to happen. We immediately teach you something very practical. I'm not saying grammar is not important, it is incorporated with other skills. But what we teach you is we start from the beginning, showing you the process, for example, of how to write an essay. We teach you that there are different genres, that there are different purposes in writing. We also give you some excellent strategies to make you an effective reader. And that's why, you know, in the first 2-3 weeks, we already gained the trust of our students, because they see that they have been lacking so much in their educational background, and we are trying to fill that gap. And then they have options of taking math, and then there comes a time when they start preparing for TOEFL. Yes, preparing for TOEFL is a really long journey, but it is so worth it, and we all enjoy it. And let me tell you why. Because in TOEFL we spend 2.5 months together. We practice a lot, and by the time we finish, each student realizes how much they have improved. I don't need to tell them, wow, great job, because you know you were here and you came here, which I usually tell them, but it doesn't matter that much, considering that they reflect on how much they have received. They also have taken either GRE or GMAT, and all these courses build up on their strengths. And by the time they come to the discovery course, we see them, you know, I like to use this saying, they've started as caterpillars and now we see them as butterflies. Because they are so confident, they are so skilled, they have expanded their knowledge, and now they want challenges. And we do challenge them, because we teach them how not to plagiarize. We also teach them how to write a research-oriented paper, and telling them how they should refer to sources. We encourage them by organizing debates. By that time, they're already confident in doing oral presentation in front of the audience. They learn so much about the culture of the United States that really there is no need for us to tell us how much they have progressed, because they notice it. One thing that I would like to point out is that behind each course, there is sort of a hidden agenda. And that hidden agenda is that we encourage critical thinking in each course. I promise you, there is no rote learning of the information in any of the courses. Everything is practical. Everything is something which you're going to benefit from it. And another point that I would like to make is that Because of a small number of students that we have per course or per group, because of the very updated literature that we use, and top of everything, because of the very interactive, student-centered approach that we use in the classroom, we managed to create a very safe learning community. I assure you, your voice will be heard, your opinion is valued, and I think this all helps out in increasing the motivation behind learning. And this is also the reason why we have, students keep coming into the program, because they feel safe, they feel valued. And on this last point, I would like to mention or to share a story with one of my students. And I bet each of the course instructors has his or her story to share. I had this student who was, very energetic, excellent skills in English, all the time active in my class. At some point he approached me and he said, you see, I know that sometimes I can be too noisy and I'm too talkative. But he said, I'm not like this in any of the other courses. And he said, I have been hurt when I was in my high school by some of the teachers, and I have withdrawn completely. I'm usually that student who sits at the back of the room, never speaks out, never engages in class, and now I see myself as a completely different person. And he said, the reason why I feel like this is because you use this approach, you use this program that made me feel confident. You made me feel comfortable also in making mistakes, and nobody is laughing at me. Instead, I am encouraged by that learning community. So, I think this example is the best example to tell you that we do impact the lives of students. We do make a change with this program. And even if you have the slightest doubt of whether to join the program or not, I encourage you to join us, because I think you are at the right place at the right time. And I hope to see you in one of my courses. Thank you.
Thank you, Berta, for this interesting and informative speech. Besides emails and telephones, we have used a Facebook page as a form of communication to stay with our students, to stay in contact with our students. Students were able to post photos, so their class photos, their outside activities as a class, to post questions for the ongoing courses that we had, and also scholarship opportunities that they had. With their permission, we have used their photos. We have invited some students to share their stories and experiences, and we have created a short video presentation. The video is very short, it's a 3-minute video, so this is the video. Thank you. Last but not least, I would like to briefly walk you through the application process. The application is open, and the deadline for the application is November 8th, 2015. Application can be filled online using the A.U.K's online system. Those students that have already completed remedial English course with Cohort 2 should reapply in order to be fully admitted in the Cohort 3. Selection for these candidates will be based on the score that they have achieved in the remedial English course. Therefore, there is no need to retake the admission test. That's all. Thank you very much for your attention. Please join us for a little refreshments and a chance to network. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact one of our AUPP team members. Thank you. Yes. Pause.
Medita. Good afternoon. My name is Daniel Thompson. I am the president of Handicapped Disability People of Kosovo, and USA government and USA Pupil and Taxa Pay is formed to my association. My profession is economist. I work in the Post Telecom Kosovo. I am very first president successful. I employment 10 years in 39 disability persons. 10 persons is Post Telecom, 9 persons in police Kosovo, 3 persons in bank, 3 persons in the lower, in the prison, Suareka, and etc., etc., etc. USA government and USA embassy is aid to, before is aid to my association 5 years. I have one question. Yes, it's a really, I am disability, I am a short man, little pupil. My diagnosis is achondroplasia. If you help to me, to my association, register 1, 2, 3 disability person in A.U.K. Nëse s'konfol mirë, a ka mundësi të mi regjistroni 1, 2, 3 studenta falas në A.U.K. Une, për 10 vite, kam inkuadru 39 persona në aftësitë kufizuara, duke falendëruar qeverisë amerikane, duke falendëruar taksapaguesë amerikanë, duke falendëruar popullet amerikanë. Une jam i vetmi njeri që kam arrit sukses 39 persona në aftësitë kufizuar se me nevojat veçanta të inkuadrojnë. Kështu që ne do të inkuadrojnë. Objektivi jonë nuk është t'ja servirojnë peshkun, të handikepurit, po është ta mësojmë me nëzon peshkun. Prandaj, ju falemderit për ftesën, jam shumë i nderuar për arsye se i prezantoj 18.764 persona në aftësitë kufizuara. Faleminderit shumë për kthehjen se kërkova mundësi.
Thank you again. Thank you again. I would concentrate on some of the questions that the students have, but we've clearly heard you. Vice President of A.U.K is here, and I invite you, when President Thompson is back, to look at opportunities to include people from your organization at A.U.K. And, but sometimes some of the difficulties we have to enroll students at A.U.K is that they don't meet the eligibility criteria and some of the academic requirements. And this program was designed that way to help students meet the eligibility criteria. So I invite you to share this program with some of your constituents so that they could benefit from this program and maybe later on from A.U.K in some fashion.
Affirm.
Në gjitha manifestimet të cilat do t'i ketë A.U.K, kemi dëshirë të naftoni.
One of Mr. Napotsi's proposal is to invite him on all events, and we will
duke falendëruar qeverisë amerikane, për 4 vite kam qenë 7 herë në Amerikë. Duke falendëruar qeverisë amerikane,
we are thankful to U.S. government in general. During 4 years, he visited the U.S. for 7 times. I would invite the students, if you have any particular question regarding the admission process, please, you can do it on the second year.
I have a question regarding the program. Can you apply at the same time on certificate professional program and this immersion course?
I think that you can. There is no limitation. And also the certificate program is open now, but the students will need to go during the summer, if I'm not wrong, to US. And by summer 2016, you will be completing our programs, so you will enhance your skills in taking the TOEFL exam or the other admissions exam that might be required by that particular program.
Can I just add that I myself, Ili and Carla, are here today from the TLP Scholarships and Partnerships component, so we can answer any questions you may have about the professional certificates and the call for applications, which is open now. So after doing the cocktail, you're welcome to ask any questions.
Any other question, or you prefer to ask them on the cocktail? Okay. If there are no other questions, we can continue on the cocktail. Please feel free to contact us directly.